Hello and welcome back. I am Lord Revonworc. This is Civilization V Historical Recreation World War I Centennial Anniversary Edition as Serbia. If you're wondering why I keep doing this, it's because this is the second time I'm trying to record today, and the first time I was blocked out of actually doing anything because the game just I want to say froze up, but it didn't actually freeze up. It just stopped responding to my to the game inputs. So, oh, you know, I think we could capture this city this turn. I'm trying to decide whether or not I think that's a good idea, though. Yeah. So, and keep in mind, I'm pretty damn sure I'm going to be getting this episode uploaded today, the same day that I'm making it. Yeah, let's get this city. Let's see. Create a puppet. I'll get 12 unhappiness. I can just eat that unhappiness. And let's also get rid of the Kephalia here. Yeah, so I actually went and looked some stuff up, and it turns out it's actually been more than a month since my last episode of Civ 5 went out. Yeah, I mean, I knew it had been a while, but I didn't realize it was that long. The last episode went up on, I think, November 19th, and today is December 20th. And the reason for that, frankly, is because I had exams. Yeah, for the past few weeks, I haven't even gotten any recording in because I've been busy doing last-minute work for all my classes and studying up for my exams. The last of which I just had this morning. And I mean, when I say this morning, I mean the exam was at 7:30 in the morning, and since I live an hour away, I had an hour away from my university, and that's if I drive rather than take the bus. That means I had to get up really early today. Hell, right now I am very tired just because of the lack of sleep. Not to mention, and I didn't take the bus because fuck that. I have to get up another 30 minutes earlier than I already did, which was at like 5, I think. Keeping in mind I needed to fit in some time before I left just for stuff like studying and having breakfast and showering and whatnot. So yeah, fuck the bus, that would have just taken too long. But then, to make matters worse, and keep in mind that I'm not actually the one who was driving me. I got my mom to drive me because I don't have a license. Never really bothered to get one, but that's beside the point. Worker, head north. Okay. This city here, I'm not sure if we can even hope to hold it. Let's see, another worker whom let's move north. Yeah. So I'm in my mom's car. She's driving me over to my university. First of all, we don't even get to leave on time because my mom never leaves on time. I don't know why, she just doesn't. So we only had like 50 minutes to get there, but that normally would be fine because it doesn't typically take a full hour to drive up there. I just like leaving an hour ahead of time because it's an exam and I really don't want to be late for one of those things. You know, and it's not just an exam, it's a final exam. Okay? Kind of a big deal. Getting a bit parched there. And so what we naturally do, because I live across county lines from my university, it's, like I said, long drive, so we take the highway. Only once we get on the highway, we discover that there has been a crash on the eastbound section of the highway, taking out 2 lanes. That particular highway only had 3 lanes going eastbound. To give you an idea, in case you're not a driver yourself, that means it took 40 extra minutes to get onto campus. Because
the internet is the first thing that humanity has built that humanity doesn't understand. The largest experiment in anarchy that we have ever had.
Woo! Anarchy! Actually, I'm not a big fan of anarchy myself. So, yeah, where was I? Okay, well, obviously, we're going to want to defend, Kloinapoka, I think is how that would be pronounced. And that's not going to be a particularly easy task, given we're surrounded and undermanned, but I think it should be doable. Is it worth it trying to snipe these workers here? Well, I could go and grab another one. Yeah, let's return that bitch. There you go, my French buddies. Now just do whatever I say and I think we'll get along just fine. I'm gonna move these guys over here. You right there. Let's fortify. Worker, you want to put up a trading post? Yeah, okay, we don't really need that much growth. Really. Okay, Rome! You want to build something? What's a good thing to build? How about a zoo for some happiness? Okay, so let's see. We definitely want to keep encroaching on Romania here. I'm trying to decide where the best course of action would be. And by the way, let's take a look at the world leader vote here. So we need 44 to win. I've got 38. And France, whom I don't know if they'll actually vote for me yet, but if they do, that'll be just a straight up win for us. I mean, they are afraid of me, and I did resurrect them from the dead, so those are some good points in my favor. But then again, it is also a world leader vote, and those typically always go, let's face it, the same way. And he is moving. He's moving a great musician into my territory. He's probably going to try and get a bunch of tourism on me. Romania. Truth be told, not really worried about that. Oh, no, Serbia. Ooh, one turn before being influential over France. Nice. So yeah, there's an accident on the freeway which takes out 70% of the driving space, which naturally brings traffic to a dead halt on the freeway. Like, so slow, we can't even get off of the freeway for like 20 minutes. And then even once we do, get off of the freeway or the highway, whatever you call it. Once we do get off that thing, what we're met with is congested city street traffic thanks to the same accident, because everyone's getting off the highway. And I think it went slightly faster, but then we started running into things where someone messed with the intersection lights to have them constantly doing the red flashing light, which just slows everything down even more. So yeah, we lose 40 minutes on our way to campus, which means I get into the exam room half an hour after the thing is actually started. And these exams, they only take like 2 hours, so I lost a good chunk of time to work on my exam. Luckily, the exam actually wasn't that long. I still finished with time to spare, even giving me walking in late. But my point is, the whole thing was really stressful. And that's not even taking into account the fact that this particular exam was for my C class, which was the hardest one I had this semester. But my point of the whole story is, that was my last exam of the semester. It was over 2 hours after it started, which means I got out of there at 9:30, and it took me a while to get home because we weren't in such a rush. But I've got all my homework in except for like one extra credit assignment that I still can do, and I probably will do it, but whatever. I can wait on that. But this stuff here that my the UbTubs, this has been a long time coming. Hell, it's been, like I said, more than a month since my last Civ 5 episode, and even if you take into account my other series, namely the CK2 one, I think the last episode of the CK2 series that I got up was on the 1st of the December, so that's almost 3 weeks it's been since I last got that up. Ooh, voice break. Also, I just realized I wanted to quick save my game, because I was having technical difficulties before the game stopped sensing my my action inputs, and I had to like kill it with Task Manager, And like I said, it didn't technically freeze up. Because I could still tab out like normal and even like open the menu but not do anything in the menu. It was weird. I've never seen that specific bug happen before. I mean, frankly, in my opinion, it's just sleep, damn it. In my opinion, it's preferable to the game actually freezing up. Because then I need to like manually open Task Manager using Control-Alt-Delete. Which takes a few seconds because I'm on Windows 8 and it needs to open up the damn Start menu first. Okay. I say we have this group hold the ground... Wait, what am I thinking? Okay, I don't actually... I want to go on the offensive. Actually, but, I don't have, like, a super lot of means to do so. But, okay, let's try to wither away the enemy's health a little bit before attacking. Try to get rid of this bastard. And... boom. Okay, what about that? Now see, I'm tempted. I could get a flank on it using my Mobile Sam. Do some nasty damage, but... then I would be leaving my troops out in the open up shit creek without a ladder. I'm thinking hold position this turn and move in for an assault next turn. It looks like the Romanians are definitely huddling up their forces around Orléans, which is apparently their capital now, so that makes sense. Whatever happened to... Bucharest. Long since taken by the Japanese. So, let's see. I'm gonna say, hold position for this turn, but be prepared to charge next turn. Let's move here. Where can you move to? Yeah, do that. You've got 88 hit points. Yeah, you're fine. So, my plan for the next few turns is deliver a two-pronged assault with my troops in Chartres moving against Orléans, and my troops at Troyes heading against Lyon. And you know what? Also, let's try to get some attacks in against Timisoara from Cluj-Napoca. What the fuck kind of a name is that? Look at these names. I mean, I suppose they're probably Romanian. I'm pretty sure these cities are in the region where it was Romania doing the settlement. They just look so weird, and I have seen a lot of weird place names before. I guess I'm just not too familiar with the Romanian language. Okay. Look, can we actually move you to the front lines? Oh. We've got troops by that city. We actually, you know what? We can afford to move some planes over here where they can actually aid us in battle. Because I don't think they'll be able to take that city in a single turn. And if they do manage to get enough momentum to do some serious... Oh, fighters actually can't move. If they do get enough momentum to actually attack Clunapoca here, we'll be able to simply move them back to Sibiu. Okay, you clearly need healing. You can't really move anywhere else useful, so fortify. Ah, submarine. I don't remember getting you, but maybe that's just because I haven't played the game for a month. Anyways, head to the Western Front. Ah, and another spaceship part. Yes. Which means we are now looking at... two spaceship parts added, as opposed to 0 with anyone else. A few other people have the Apollo program, but we're leaps and bounds ahead of the rest. And you know what, let's actually take a look at our victory progress in general. We're definitely the closest to the science victory, definitely the closest to the diplomatic victory, definitely the closest to cultural, and definitely closest to domination. I don't think we're going to get domination done before one of either diplomatic or science hits. But the point is, I do not think anyone's going to actually be beating us to the victory, and since there's no time victory, but hey, we'd be winning time victory anyways. I'm just going to quick save. And let's hit next turn. I'd like to get at least 3 next turns into this episode before I quit. Just because, you know, it's been a while. I'd like to try and make up for lost time, so long episode. Hopefully. Though, to be fair, I sort of lost track of time, so I don't know how long this episode is actually going to wind up being. Shit. Okay, so it's like 1:06 now, but I didn't take into account... Okay, so they're bombarding my new city, but I can't see where. Well, okay, most of their bombardment's gonna need to be 3 away, and the only... Bingo. Of course, if they did manage to get one upgraded to distance 4, then we could actually be in some trouble. But okay, I am going to move this mobile infantry here as soon as I regain control. Okay, nice, great merchant. And shit. So whoever bombarded the city is not there. Just a minute. Trade routes. Can I see your trade route? Okay, so their facing is eastbound, and it's a caravan, so it only moves 2 per turn. I could... Okay, next turn, I could take my mechanized infantry, move it here, pillage their caravan, and move it back into friendly territory. I think I'd have enough movement for that.